Toby, are you gonna talk about books, little boy? Yes, you are. You're gonna talk about books.
Hi guys, this is Jean from Happy Indulgence, and today I wanted to talk about my love-hate relationship with social media, particularly in the book community, because obviously we're all a part of that. There's a lot of positives to the book community, but there's definitely a lot of negatives that kind of go unspoken or no one really wants to say. So as always, I'm here to say it. Basically, I've been a part of the bookish community as a book blogger for about 5 years now. It's definitely one of the most rewarding communities that I have ever been a part of. Not only because of the love of books that we all share, and you discover people with the same passion and the same interests as you have, but also because you get to make friends with these people and your interests go beyond just books and beyond just reading, and you can definitely connect with people from all over the world. And I think it's really interesting because following people on social media definitely gives you more insight into who they are as a person. It's not just book reviews that they share, but obviously thoughts on everyday life, thoughts on politics and current events, and also what's important to them. And because I've been so outspoken about everything that I support when it comes to diversity, when it comes to equal opportunity, and when it comes to feminism as well, I think it's really important to be able to share that, and social media is a platform where you can do that. Another great thing about social media is I have no idea what I did in my first year of blogging, but it definitely wasn't being part of the bookish community. And I felt like I was pretty much posting reviews on a blog, there was no interaction. I had no idea that there was this great community out there of people that were like me, that just wanted to talk about books all the time. Then I found Twitter, and that's where it all had taken off, because bloggers I had admired from afar, and even authors and even publishers and even people in the bookish community, like it was all just like a playground for me to interact with, to take part of, and to really just be part of the conversation. I think Twitter is the main thing that helped me connect with other bookworms, and it was just, I love Twitter, but I also really hate Twitter, and I'll go into why in a minute. Another part to it is that you get to see what everyone's talking about, what new releases everyone is hyped up about, what events are happening, what's happening in a bookish event across the world, and you can kind of be part of that from afar, and that I really love as well. Over my blogging years, I have visited other places. I visited Sydney, I visited Melbourne, I've connected with bookworms that I've only talked to on social media, and we've just really hit it off. And some of those bookworms are some of my best friends today that I talk to every day. And I'm so thankful for Twitter and the bookish community for connecting us together. Toby really wants some attention. Social media also gives us so many opportunities. I can't even tell you how it's helped me in my career, how it's given me great opportunities like being on ABC Radio where I talk about books for once a month. Like, how freaking awesome is that? I'm still in awe that I get to do that. And also like how it connects me with other people in the local community. I'm part of a book club in Brisbane as well, and I know we're starting another one, but details to come soon. But yeah, it's just really great how you get to see, make friends with others, and it feels like you know each other. And I know it's the internet, but I mean, how is it different if you can talk to each other about what's going on, about what's happening in your life, and about books as well? I mean, it's a win-win, right? Don't doubt me for that, but I absolutely love the bookish community, and I absolutely love how social media has connected like-minded people across the world about books, and then it's led to lifelong friendships that it's amazing. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love it. Now I wanted to talk about a bit of the negatives, and it's definitely something that's been weighing on my mind for a while, and I started to go through it on Instagram stories, but then, you can only talk so much in like a 5-second snippet before getting cut off, and before like making like a string of 50 snippets, I'm like, I might as well just make a video, right? So basically, I think the important thing to remember about social media, and why I kind of wanted to limit myself, it's my New Year's resolution to use social media less. But then when you think about blogging and how you need to be on social media to be visible and to share your stuff, like kind of conflicting because I feel like it's just affected my life a bit too much. The great thing about social media is that everyone can have an opinion and everyone can have a say, and it gives every single person a voice. But then when you're trying to be creative and when you're trying to express yourself, and I'm pretty sure authors, a lot of content creators can also relate to this, when everyone wants to have an opinion about what you're trying to do and about what you're trying to say, it gets really hard to remember your own voice and why you started this, because everyone's opinions just kind of drown out each other, and then you're left at a loss going, oh my gosh, like what if I put something out and people don't like it, if people find it controversial, if people are going to like create all these subtweets about it and just talk about why bloggers shouldn't have a say, or like it's just completely demotivational when you're trying to say something in one way and then it gets misconstrued. And I mean, that's just the nature of Twitter, because you can't explain yourself in like, what, 230 characters, and oh my gosh, God forbid someone come in and misinterpret it and make a thread about it, and suddenly it starts a whole spiral and everyone's, you know, caught up in this drama that wasn't really a drama in the first place if you let that person explain themselves. And I just think it can get so all-consuming because it's always on and because it's 24/7. Sometimes I'm so anxious about what people are saying and oh my god, did someone misinterpret what I said, and like it just gets really tiring, to be honest. It's kind of like you can't pick and choose what you consume content-wise anymore. I mean, you can mute people, you can unfollow accounts, you can create follower lists, but at any given time they could drop spoilers or they could be talking about things that you don't necessarily agree with. That's what gets to me as well, is that there's a lot of great things about bookish Twitter. I mean, it's a group of so passionate people. The very nature of Twitter, because it's run by popularity, by retweets and likes, and the people who get retweeted and liked the most obviously get more followers, and like it can get pretty competitive and suddenly everyone's making a thread. This is something that really annoys me. Well, there's a lot of people that do, but a lot of people don't actually boost the original post. A lot of people just go in and make a thread about what's popular, and then you're kind of like, alright, where's this stemming from? And you're trying to look at it, but everyone's pretty much in it for themselves. I mean, who cares if someone likes your post or someone doesn't like your post or someone doesn't retweet it? And you can tend to overanalyze things because you're like, alright, do they support you? Do they not? Do they support that person that created a controversy? Do they not? And then it just gets into this massive spiral, and then you totally forget why you were there in the first place. Who cares? We're here to talk about books. Everyone's different. Everyone's going to interpret things differently. Someone can hate a book. Someone can love a book. I don't really care. I'm just here to share my own opinions. And then you get people who are like, oh my god, bloggers shouldn't actually share their own opinions because they're not justifying themselves, or they should watch what they say because they're affecting an author. I'm sorry, but I'm actually here to just talk about books myself, and like, people can have their opinions about whatever they want, about what you do, about what bloggers do, about how you should review, but really, that doesn't matter because you're here because of your own voice, because from your own volition, and if you're passionate about it, then that's what matters. I don't know about everyone else, but I grew up reading Harry Potter, reading Twilight, and that was when I was a teen. But then obviously I've gotten older and I still read YA because that's what I love and it's what I'm passionate about. Why does it freaking matter if you're an adult or you're a teen or like, I don't know. At the end of the day, we're all here because we love books, we love YA, we buy books, we support YA, we review books because we love it. And why should there be people telling others why you shouldn't read a book or why you should be doing this or why you should be doing that? And just do you. Like, freaking just do you. Do people want robots that just talk positively about books all the time and then everyone shares positive opinions about books and then you're like, hang on, how much of this is true and how much of this isn't true? So I kind of feel like I'm in a Patrick Ness book, the Chaos Walking trilogy. If you haven't read it, please read it because it is freaking awesome. But the Chaos Walking trilogy is pretty much about all the men in the world. There's like some sort of disease that's happened, and they can hear each other's thoughts, and their chatter kind of drowns out their own thoughts, and you're kind of scared to share your own thoughts, and you try and control your own thoughts, but then you realize you can't, and it's surprisingly confronting. And that's kind of how I feel like the bookish community has become, because rather than being yourself and being there to share your own books and your own opinions, you're trying to please everyone. Well, you're definitely trying to be conscious of all these things because you don't want to hurt others. Alright, if I'm just pandering to others, then why the hell should I even bother putting anything out myself, because people are gonna have an opinion, and that's like so tiring. And I definitely see that's what a lot of authors say as well on social media. You know, just write what means a lot to you, and just write what you want to. And the other reason why social media is starting to get to me is because sometimes I struggle a lot with anxiety in my day-to-day life, and then I go on Twitter because I'm like, oh, I love this book and I just want to talk about it, and then everyone's shouting about something, and then like I'm kind of pulled in because I want to find out like what happened, where it came from, and obviously I'm really keen to support others. Sometimes I'm just like, it's just actually causing me more anxiety, and it's pulling me out from my daily life and my problems, because I'm just so consumed with the bookish community at times. I talked to my friend Kate, you might know her from Paper Theory. She has a lot of followers on social media, and I was talking to her about these feelings that I was having, and she pretty much said, Jean, I don't have notifications on my phone, like, so it can't affect her creativity. And everyone knows like all the content she puts out is stellar, especially as a writer as well. And she's like, I choose to engage whenever I want to, and to that you can limit the effect that all these opinions are having on your creativity. And I thought that was a really great idea, and because of that I've uninstalled my Twitter app, and I've also installed an app that can block all notifications and even app access, so that I can pick and choose when I choose to be involved, when I'm in the right mental capacity to do so, and when I'm really looking to get updated on the latest news, and when I do have the energy to engage. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, sometimes you're just not in the mood, or you've had a bad day at work, or you've got a lot of anxiety and something's happened, and then you see something blow up, or you see someone say they don't like your review. It just affects your emotions, but then you're like, why does this matter? Because it's not my real life. So at the end of the day, so after all of this, I guess what I'm really trying to say is that don't let social media consume your life. You can pick and choose when you choose to engage, and that's definitely a reminder to myself as well. I'm really going to try to just engage when I want to, and not because I feel obligated to, or because a notification popped up on my phone. And I'm going to be really focusing as well on my own motivation and my own creativity. See what everyone's talking about and be aware of what's out there, but also form your own opinions as well. Because when everyone's telling you what to think and what to say and what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, then you start to think, why don't they put out their own thread or put out their own blog article? It's kind of like a parent that never quite achieved what they want to, so they're underpinning it onto all their kids, and then they have these expectations that were kind of their own dreams to begin with, and then you wonder, you're like, no, like I'm an individual and I get to say what I want to, I get to do what I want to, and while other people's opinions definitely matter, I just definitely think at the end of the day, you need to look after yourself, and you need to manage your own, what you put out there yourself. And yeah, I don't know if any of my thoughts made sense, and I'll get a grasp for it when I actually edit this video, which I am dreading. I guess those are my thoughts and opinions at the moment about social media and the bookish community. And if anyone feels the same way, or you have no idea what I'm talking about, or if you would like to know more, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I'm definitely keen to keep the discussion going. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't do that many discussion videos, but I had like so many feelings I needed to share with you guys. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.